verse 1, the word struggle in verse 1 is, in Greek, it's agon, and it's where we get the word agony from. And according to Vine's dictionary, the word is derived from the place of the Olympic Games, where Olympians struggled, agonized in their sport to come out victorious and receive their prize. So Paul, having used this word twice in this book alone and nowhere else in this exact way, he's speaking to the church and drawing their attention to that kind of a battle. The kind that was going on in Agony, where the Olympic Games were like an intense battle. Paul saying, I have struggled like an Olympian on your behalf. So the first thing I notice from this is that we all are to endure the agony. Part of the Christian life is we've got people in our lives that we're praying for daily, sometimes hourly, right? Loved ones, friends, co-workers, a spouse, a child, a parent, a grandparent, someone who we care so deeply about, it's like it keeps us up at night sometimes, right? We go through these seasons where we are in agony, and our faces look like these up here. I don't think that because this is the condition of us at times, that we are looking down our noses at people. We are not trying to pull the speck out of their eye while we have a log in ours. We're not saying we're holier than everybody else. When we genuinely care for people, we wind up agonizing over them. And so if you're agonizing over someone, I just want you to know you're okay. You're okay. You're in good company. And to not stop, to embrace it as part of the Christian walk. Paul did it. All throughout his letters, he tells churches he is struggling. He is fighting on their behalf. Don't stop agonizing. Don't stop praying. Brian Roenfeld from West Australia writes, my wife Angie went to a rough high school. There were few Christians there apart from one teacher, David Bunton, who taught manual arts. Years after leaving Bunton's classroom, dozens of his former students became believers. Many have entered the ministry and become pastors and missionaries. I tracked down Bunton, who is now 70 years old and retired. He was stunned with emotion when I told him of the many conversions of his former students. I asked how his influence had brought such a harvest. He told me that many times he had prayed softly over his classes as he sat at his desk and watched them work. Apart from that, he had done nothing to influence them, and these students had no common point of spiritual connection other than a teacher who prayed for them. It's okay to agonize, and in fact, we should embrace it. Shift in our mind to just embrace it. It's part of the Christian package. It's part of living life in community. It's part of loving others.